Hey everybody, it's Matt from Junior Horror Movies, and welcome to another Top 10 Tuesday. This week I am doing my top 10 standalone slashers. I did a previous of non-franchise slashers, meaning they had to be more than two, no, less than two, like a remake or a normal. So this one I'm actually doing standalone, meaning no remake, no sequel, or not part of a franchise at all. So it's just one slasher in itself, and that is it. Most likely did it where the killers are all human. I think, yeah. Yep, all the killers are human here. So pretty much, I'm literally covered in slashers here. I went through this. I was going to do a top 50, then a top 40. Going, that took too long. 30. I actually recorded a 20. Went way over my time limit, and I just remembered more to add because I'm like, oh, that's one of my other favorite slashers. So I just said, fuck it. I'm doing a 10 because it's insane how many. I got pile here, I got piles over here. So at some point, maybe I'll do a big one. But right now, standalone. There's a lot of standalone slashers out there. Some are really bad, some are really good, some are like, eh. But these are my top 10 favorites in my collection. They might not be a favorite in everyone else's, but they were a favorite in mine. Some just made the cut of 10. Some were, 11, 12-ish, so I had to remove them. Like, I don't really want to remove that one, but I have to. But without further ado, top 10 standalone slashers. Whew, this one was a hard one because going through left and right was a challenge. You know me, I like to talk, so therefore, if I get talking more about it, I waste more time. Good shit. Mug. Alright. Shut up, Matt. Number 10. This one is brought to you by Standhill DVD, I guess, or Razor Digital, whatever. This one is the Backlot Murders. I remember Moods talking about this one movie, and it poked my interest. And it's got a Corey Haim in it. And I think this is close to one of his near last movies. Priscilla Barnes is in it. So with this movie, they're on a movie set trying to film their own movie. There's someone who is dressed up in this weird rockabilly outfit. And this person's going around picking off crew members, staff members, anybody and everybody who happens to be on this movie set gets killed. There is a ton of dead bodies in this movie, and that's what the rockabilly dude looks like. So the mask is pretty neat. Cool twist on everything. Like I said, I liked how the kills worked. Corey Haim was pretty much, I think, still drugged up at the time, but it worked for him because he played a druggie in this movie. Oh no, they were shooting a music video. That's what it was. They were shooting a rock video or some kind of music video for this band, and of course, they're trying to get everything all set up, and of course, everyone's getting killed off. Lighting crew, music people, stage hands, everybody, including the band members. So yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, Backlot Murders, highly recommended, guys. Check it out. I think this is from where is it? Again, you can never find the damn dates. And I was gonna get it all set up beforehand. And I think I want to say it's near 2000 something. So fuck it. I'm going to say 2000 something. Alright, number 9. This is put out by 20th Century Fox. And to me, I love this movie. This is so much fun. That is Club Dread. I know it's got a lot of comedy to it, but it's got a lot of blood and guts as well. It's a slasher on a holiday island. And of course, this has Bill Pax in it. Rest in peace. He plays Coconut Pete, and this takes place at Coconut Pete's Resort, where all these bikini girls, you're having your parties, you're drinking, you're kind of like a spring break get-to. And you got all your crew members who have been part of the Broken Lizards group. They did Super Troopers, Beer Fest, all those fun movies. So they play different roles. And, of course, someone is dressed up in this weird poncho, weird-looking outfit, as you can see there. And he starts picking off anybody and everybody in the way. There's a lot of boobs. There's a lot of gore. A lot of funny moments. I love watching Club Dread. So, yeah, definitely check out Club Dread, guys. And definitely get the unrated cut. There's two different cuts. There's a rated and unrated. Unrated is the best. Number 8 is The Final Girls. This movie blew me away when I watched it. I loved it when I first bought it. Final Girls is this one main character. Her mother and her get killed in a car accident. Her mother was an actress. She was trying to find a job and everything. She starred in a couple, slasher films. Well, after the accident and everything, her friends are having a movie marathon at the theater. And one of them is the movie that her mom was in, the slasher film. They're like, you should come and go honor your mom and everything. So she finally goes, and of course they're having a good time, and she gets sad because she's seeing her mom on the big screen. And of course, a fire occurs. So everyone's trying to escape the theater. Well, they end up cutting through the movie screen and jumping through to see if there's an emergency exit in the back. Well, they all get teleported or transported to the movie itself. So now they're actually stuck in this movie. Very insanely ripoff of Friday the 13th. Love it. All the way from the killer's mask to some of the kills and everything. They have a lot of the flashback scenes. They're like, what? Why is everything turning black, gray? Or why is everything moving in slow motion? They're like, well, we're in the slow motion scene. So whatever happens in the movie affects them. They kind of know what to expect, some of them, because they know they were seeing this movie, but parts of it starts to change. Meaning like, oh, now this person was supposed to die at the end. Well, they died in the beginning. Well, what's going to happen? So the movie starts to rewrite itself a little bit. Really well done. I love The Final Girls. Holy crap. Number 7 is Madman. I never saw it when that was on DVD because the DVD was out of print. The Code Red version was very hard to find. But thanks to Vinegar Syndrome releasing this on Blu-ray, and as soon as I saw it, I had to buy it because this movie is insane. Pretty much a bunch of campers they were camp counselors at a fire, and of course the saying was if you yell at this house with Madman Mars in it, he will come after you. So of course they do it, haha. Well, of course Madman Mars is actually real. He happens to be a living hillbilly in this building, and he starts to go after them one at a time. Well, Madman Mars is this big brute of a man. I mean, he is hefty, he is big, brutal, and the kills are great. Vinegar Syndrome did a fantastic job on the transfer to this. Both discs, DVD and Blu-ray. Highly recommend checking it out. If you've never seen Madman, I hope you picked it up during the Black Friday sale or the sale itself on Vinegar Syndrome. Did a well job. 6 is Hell Night by Linda Blair. Oh, Linda Blair's in it. She didn't do it. This is actually getting a Blu-ray release coming up, I want to say, in January. So this DVD was hard to find. Now you're probably going to start finding it out in the wild, or people probably will be holding on to it. Who knows? But with the Blu-ray coming out, it's going to be fantastic. And Screen Factory does a great job with their transfers. And it will be a collector's edition, so you're probably going to have a lot of features to it, where this one only has some basic features. Well, this one, Linda Blair and a group of her college friends are at a hazing, and they have to pledge for their fraternities and everything, so they're sent into this house to do certain, tasks and everything. Well, there happens to be someone else living in this house, and of course, this person doesn't want them living there and starts going on a killing rampage. Starts picking them off one at a time. Can't wait for this Blu-ray to hit. If you've never seen it, you're going to love it. Great little slasher. Number 5 is The Prowler, a.k.a. Rosemary's Killer. Back in the 1940s during World War II, someone went on a killing rampage because during the senior party, or I think it was maybe a Valentine's Day party. Yeah, one of the soldiers goes nuts. I think it was a Valentine's Day party. So, of course, they kill him and everything. Well, supposedly. Years later, at this high school, they want to have a party. They said, we can't have it. It's tradition. Kind of similar to My Bloody Valentine. Well, They decide to have their party, and of course, someone starts going crazy. Starts gowning up in this weird military garb and starts going on a killing rampage. Starts picking people off one at a time. Great special effects by Tom Savini, who actually plays the character, the killer, in one scene. This is the one of the memorable scenes here. There's a pitchfork death scene, but this did have a Blu-ray by Blue Underground as well. I think that one's out of print. So right now I'm with the Blue Underground DVD. But who knows? This might get re-released again. Be kind of cool with special features. A lot of good blood and guts. A lot of cool features to it. Number 4. Curtains. Curtains is a great little slasher. Bunch of women went to a mansion resort out in the middle of the forest. They are there to rehearse for, I don't know if it's for a play, or they're working on something, musically inclined, or ballerina, all that kind of shit. Well, there's 7 in the group who is going on a killing rampage. This individual's wearing a weird, very evil-looking old woman mask. It just looks freaky as hell. During the ice skating scene, where the one girl's out ice skating, this killer starts going after her. She's all in black, but has that weird old woman mask to it. It's fucking crazy. It's got the weird hook knife and everything. The kills are pretty brutal, as you can see here. Sorry for the glare. That's what the killer looks like. Looks like an old woman. It's not an old woman. But the mask itself is creepy. Number 3. Slaughter High. Finally getting its own Blu-ray. Was in that great 8-pack. Now, thanks to Vestron, has released Slaughter High on Blu-ray. And they did a great job with the transfer. Of course, with Slaughter High, these popular kids pick on the nerd. And of course, they pick on him too much. They sabotage his chemistry experiment. And all of a sudden, he is burned with acid, burned with fire and everything. The lab explodes. They have to send him off to, to the burn unit. Well, he also goes mad as well. And I want to say maybe 10 years down the road, everyone comes back to this high school reunion. I think, where's everybody else? But let's party anyway. So they go back to the old school. Come to find out, the nerd that they supposedly mutilated is back for revenge. And he starts killing them off one at a time. And he's also wearing this weird jester mask. Oh, wow, this movie is great. You don't feel sorry for the victims because they all picked on this poor kid. They let them alone, they would probably all still be alive. Great twist at the end, too. I thought that was well done on how they did it. Fortunately, the kid that played the nerd and the killer, he committed suicide like the next year, which was really sad. He did a well job playing what he wanted to play. So we only had that one role. But check out the Blu-ray, guys. Slaughter High, great job. Number 2 is The Burning. This came out during the same time as Friday the 13th. Tom Savini worked on both for special effects. This one, the campers play a trick on the janitor working there. They think he's a kid toucher and everything. They don't like him. Well, they end up setting him ablaze. They send him to the hospital. While he's so badly scarred and mutilated, he actually lived. And of course, through all the rage, he goes back and escapes through the hospital and starts killing people. And he's got these shears that are picking them off one at a time. Jason Alexander from Seinfeld, the fat guy there, he is in this, which I was surprised to see him in this type of movie. Well, some great kills. Everyone knows the raft scene. If you've never seen this movie, when you get to the raft scene, it's really, really cool. So yeah, the way when they show the killer at the end, how badly burned and mutilated his face is, makes you think, wow, how is he actually breathing? But that mask is pretty freaky looking. So definitely check out The Burning. Blew me away. It was awesome. Number 1 of my standalone slasher films is, of course, Intruder. This one was put up by Synapse Films. Now, don't be confused by this movie, Intruder. This one is a completely different type of slasher, almost like a giallo type movie. But This one is a standalone by itself. There's no other Intruder film. And of course, this one takes place in a grocery store. Wow. Small little grocery store. You know, all the employees are working overnight, get everything all set up, kind of find out the grocery store is being sold, and of course this is their last day. Someone's not happy, and of course starts going on a killing spree in the grocery store. The kill scenes are insane. Ted Raimi there was in it. Bruce Campbell has a cameo in this movie. Sam Raimi and his brother Ted did this. Ted had a cool death scene itself. Great. Oh, I can't say anything bad about this movie. As you can see, it's got some good stuff. And for special features, it has the short film Night Crew, where he actually got the idea for this movie. Of course, being stuck at a grocery store and being picked off one at a time by an unknown killer. Love this artwork for this. So if you never thought about grabbing this, you have to grab this. This is a must-own for any horror collection, especially if you love slashers. They're really slashing the prices off this movie. But anyway, great little slasher film, guys. Again, top 10, non-franchised, non-sequeled, so a standalone slasher list. There are so many out there that are so good. It was very hard to get together. Again, I'm covered in slashers. I got slashers all over my couch here. I wasn't going to do it in my room, but I just kept grabbing them. They're going in piles, falling all over the place. I'm like, fuck this. I got to do this in the living room where I can sit down and relax. So again, I hope you enjoyed this little list, guys. Let me know what your top 10 standalone slashers are, or what's your favorite standalone slasher that you have. If you have a particular one that you go to. Now remember, standalone. No sequel, no remake, and not part of a franchise, just by itself. All right, guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoy my top 10. Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks, guys. Peace.